It all started so well, and things got orcs.
You right, Cass?
Please welcome Cass.
Hey guys, I've decided to film a video today because I haven't posted anything on my YouTube for a little while, and today I'm going to film a video of my Bachelor Experience. I wanted to film this video pretty much when I got out of the house and after the show had aired, because I feel like I really wanted to explain some things and talk about it, but I feel like I'm in a really good place now, so I can talk about it easily. There's some things I can clear up and I can answer some questions, and also Sophie made an epic video and it gave me some good ideas. So yeah, let's do it. Everyone always asks me, did I have fun on the show or did I enjoy it? And it's a really tough question because it was very intense for me. And I always remember my producer saying to me, you know, girls go on this show and they have the Bachelor Experience and they can have fun. But he said for me, it's not the Bachelor Experience. It's not the same experience that everyone else gets. And it was pretty tough because of the circumstances of me knowing Nick and whatever history we had and going through the whole experience with that. Yeah, it was definitely a tough one, but it was a good one. But yeah. Let's see what your questions are. Someone asked when it was filmed, what month it was filmed in. So my season was filmed last year in 2018, and it was filmed from about March till June. So it was a fair few months there in that bachelor house. How did you pass time when you had no phones, etc.? Having no phones, like, it definitely was weird, but we would exercise, run around the yard, just talk about anything non-bachelor related, and cook food, go in the swimming pool, play with the alpacas. The only thing that it sucked about not having a phone was obviously keeping in contact with your friends and your family, but also just Googling things, like Googling words, Googling like music, art, like just random things that you forget that you just want your phone. Do you feel like you were a stage 5 clinger, or is that what they made you look like? I don't want to like bag on the show or like editing or whatever, but all I'm saying is that it's a TV show and it's very edited, so they can really make you out to whatever they want. That's it. Look what I found. My diary. You know, I just want to clear one thing up. So I did read something out to Nick from a diary I had, but the diary was actually my uni diary. So it was just like your day-to-day calendar diary, and in the back there was about 5 blank pages, and I actually wrote down on one of those pages. So the paper wasn't blank. I did see that shot. And it did look blank, but I was definitely reading from something. It wasn't my dream journal. I don't have a dream journal, and also I don't keep a diary, but in the house I did keep a diary because that was one of the things I did to pass time, and just so I could remember things, because I knew that I might forget things in the future. Also, I have some date cards here. I kept them too, just for the memes. Today has been a long time coming, so let's take the plunge and dive in deep. Nick.
Sassy Cassie.
So I had a fair few ups and downs in the house. Honestly, like, it was really emotionally draining, and there was a lot of days where I'd be very upset and very stressed and had complete anxiety. And Kat actually went around and told all the girls to write me a little note. So that was a really sweet idea by Kat. And yeah, I've got these notes here, and oh, this one's from Kat. It says, "Dearest Cass, I love your positive energy and your kind and beautiful nature. You have the biggest and best heart. Love, Kat X." This one's from Britt. "You literally light up a room when you walk in. Your beauty shines from the inside out. Also, I love your stories, especially the ones with no ending. Volcano. Love a million little ones. Hashtag Saddle Club for life. Britt XXX." I can look back now and I did make some really good friends and I do have some fun memories, but it was very, very intense experience as well. Favorite team date. So many of the dates were fun. The camping one was super fun. It was cool to get away. It was cool to camp in swags and eat by the fire, lie by the fire. Another fun team date was the swimming carnival. I got teamed up with my bestie Britt, and we were the green team. We were wearing like 4-out-1 pieces. That was super fun. Did being on The Bachelor affect your mental health? This is something like I've never really talked about as well, but like going through months of that and then coming out of it, and it was so weird. It felt like those few months were just like this weird dream that no one in the outside world could really comprehend. For the next few months, it was a really weird period. Because I had made it far, I had to pretend possibly I could be with Nick. So trying to keep a happy face on for like people around me, because we obviously were sworn to secrecy and couldn't give away answers. So it was really hard in those few months. And I really think that mentally I was not in a very good place. Yeah, it was just a weird time. And then it wasn't until the final episode where he let me go that I was really able to move on, and people could finally know that like I wasn't with him, and yeah, I could move on with my life. And from then on I started to be more positive and got better from there. Someone asked me how was it dealing with all the media. While the show was on, it was a very hectic time in my life. Nothing can really prepare you for what was about to happen and what was happening. The whole of Australia was watching you. They were seeing this edited version of you and came up with whatever they wanted to think of you, and it actually really sucked. The first few weeks really sucked, and I didn't even know what this meant, but I would be trending on Twitter. I would just go through all of the tweets and everything people were saying, and honestly it was so horrible. I cannot believe things people would say. How can people say those things about someone? And I believe that if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. I mean, I guess now being on the show and then watching it and seeing it edited, I have an insight into how things work. So it's like you can't judge people off a show because of editing and stuff like that. But anyway, so straight away from night one, I had memes made about me about the dodgy hair extensions. So like things just started from there, and then it was crazy Cass, and then it was stalker Cass, and then stage 5 clinger. Honestly, people told me not to read it, but like, and you say, yeah, like I won't read it, but you do read it. I pretty much read everything, I think, like all the comments on all the photos, all the tweets, all the media articles, and it really sucked. I think that the hardest thing was my family seeing these things. They were like trying to hide things from me, like if they saw a meme or something, like they didn't want me to see, and I think they struggled with that, especially my older brother. He was really worried about me. He was really upset that all these people all around Australia were saying these horrible things about me, because obviously my family know me and know that they aren't true, and they really struggled to see those things. And then for me, I obviously struggled to see these things, but then I had to put on a brave face and be like, don't worry, like it's fine, like it's not even bothering me, and then look happy so then they would be happy. So that was a really hard time. People are really mean and it really sucks. Do you have any regrets about the show, and who was your closest friends in the mansion? I don't have any regrets, and I will clear this up because some people thought that I knew that it was going to be Nick, and I had no idea that it was going to be Nick. It was definitely not pre-planned. It was pretty obvious that Nick and I knew each other. I was never gonna hide that. It was about how much detail I went into with explaining what our past history was. I don't know, this is so hard. I still find this really hard to explain, because what do you do when you're put in that position? The worst thing was that I had to keep a secret from Britt and Soph, because they were my best friends in the house, and I don't like lying, so then I just feel guilty every day. But by telling them the truth, I didn't want to hurt them, and I also didn't want to disrespect Nick, and God, it was just very hard, and that's why it was super tough. It definitely put me in this shitty place because I didn't know what to do. My closest friends in the house were Britt and Soph, and honestly I'm so glad I had them, because I don't think I would have been able to get through the whole experience. And I'm going to FaceTime Brittany right now. Let's see if she answers. Hello?
Hey, what are you up to?
You're on camera.
What are you doing?
I am filming a Bachelor Experience video.
Are you?
Yeah.
Is this live?
Yeah, this is live. We're live.
Are we? Hi, guys.
Look at her little beanie. She's at the snow.
I look like I'm a bank robber.
Show everyone where you're staying.
Oh, okay. So I'm just sitting here now having a coffee, and this is, hopefully you can see it. Can you see?
Yeah.
No.
So sick. She's literally staying on the slope.
So what are you talking about?
So people are asking if we're still friends with people from the show, you know.
Oh, do I have to pretend like we're friends?
Yeah, bitch. So
Fed her ridiculous amounts of food in hospital.
yeah, she was the best. She came and saw me in hospital, gave me some bread and butter,
Yeah.
some edible lip balm. People are saying, was it mentally draining? Yes.
Good question. For me, I had so much fun, and it wasn't that mentally draining until the very end. And when it was the top four, so Brookie, Cass, Soph, and myself, shit got real then. And that's when I was finally like, yeah, okay, I need a holiday right now.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I just had fun.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was harder for you because you knew Nick before, so I can imagine what that would be like.
I know, that's what I was saying. The Bachelor Experience, it was just so different, and I could never like relax the whole time. Another thing I was talking about was the media and dealing with, probably like the first half of the show really sucked for me.
You did have a really tough first half, but we also always knew that it was going to turn around for you.
Yeah.
Like we knew they were going to show you in the best light, like your real self towards the end. And it did. It was just a really tough time for you to get there.
Yeah.
Whereas it was like the opposite for me. I think because of the ending and where I came, they kept me quite hidden, so I didn't have a lot to deal with in the first half, you know?
Yeah.
They sort of like put you to the side a little bit because they don't want to show you too much and they don't want to give anything away. So I didn't have a lot to deal with at the start, and then it came for me at the end when it got better for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? But the media can be awesome and they can be brutal as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's really important for people to understand that you can't believe everything you read. So much stuff is like,
I know.
completely, like not even close to being true. Actually, I remember reading that article, Cass, when we just got out of the house about you and I making out on the street at dinner. Remember we were kissing?
Yeah.
We've never kissed in our life. But, you know, front page that Cass and I were in this secret relationship, which I thought was really funny.
That was so funny. I leaned in to hug Brittany, and right at that moment they took a photo and it looked like we were kissing, so.
To be fair, they made it look like, they did well. They made it look like we were kissing, but we absolutely were not.
Yeah. But
Yeah, do you not believe everything you read? I've been dating so many people. It was so funny.
Really?
Yeah, like different people in the media, but obviously I'm single and not dating anyone in media.
So if anyone wants a girlfriend,
Stop it. I can't find anyone to keep up with me. I'm always somewhere different, doing something different. I need a little adventure.
you do. Shut up!
Mom! The meatball! Anyway, well, thanks for calling.
Thanks for being in my video.
I gotta go save some more lives, so I love you.
Okay. Love you.
Love
Bye.
you.
Did you write in a diary? If so, read out a few pages. Well, I did write in a diary, The Bachelor, and this is it. Okay, so I just found this cute little picture in here from Sophie. And she's written Brit, Cass and So, and connecting. Connecting's where like we would just touch heads and we'd call it connecting. I don't know, it's just a weird thing that we had and we're really weird, but we find ourselves funny. So this is the 8th Cock and Rose, which is the 8th cocktail party and rose ceremony, and it was the toga party night. We wake up and I have to do a scene to send off Brooke. Nick walks in and takes her away. I have an interview with my producer. Explained more stuff. I'm guessing that means I explained a bit more about our history. Anyway, we have a cock and rose. Shit, it's toga theme. Ew! I get cool hair by Ree and makeup by Lily. I want to speak to Nick tonight, ask him, where's my single date? Cocktail party starts. Brooke and Nick walk in with a picture an artist drew of them. Nick grabs Soph and then me. We chat about group date. He talks about me always being positive and he wants to make time. He drinks from a candle. He walks me back to the group. Tanil, Diana and Alicia talk about 3 candles and all the drama. Cocktail party sort of ends, but Nick comes back out and grabs Kat. Osha walks in. WTF. Kat and Nick had a misalignment. Kat leaves. WTF. We lose it. Going into cocktail party. So this was crazy because I was not expecting Kat to leave. So going into cocktail party, we all get roses. Romy gets last rose, but doesn't accept. WTF. Alicia and Brittany don't get roses. Kat, Romy, Alicia and Brittany leave. Holy F. Brittany Cha-Cha's out.
Party like 1992. Catches on the flip side. So strong, you.
Brittany Cha-Cha's out. Yeah, that was a hectic day and night. Are you happy things turned out the way it did? Even though the whole experience was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, I'm really grateful for the whole thing. It was a huge journey. It really taught me a lot about myself. I feel like everything happened for a reason and it's got me to where I am today, and I found my person and I'm super happy in a relationship, so I am happy the way things turned out. As I was making this video, I can't really talk about certain things behind the scenes, but I hope I answered some of your questions and hope you enjoyed this video.